What is up, everyone out there in the world of YouTube? It is me, your buddy Nessa, better known as GreatLove91 on Twitter, and this is the Squared Circle Addicts YouTube channel, and I am happy to be back to bring you guys this video, because not only is it a WWE shop unboxing video, but it is also going to be a video where I give you guys my Survivor Series predictions, because as we know, this weekend is a big weekend for the WWE. We've got NXT TakeOver War Games, which is featuring the very first ever all-women's War Games match. And then, of course, we have Survivor Series on Sunday, which is for the first time NXT will be involved in Survivor Series. So a lot of cool shit is happening. However, I am not going to be giving you my predictions for War Games in this video. If you do want to know my predictions, be sure to check out the very special War Games podcast that will be dropping tomorrow. My good friend Laura is going to be my co-host, and if you guys know us, you know that it's going to be pretty entertaining, because I'm a massive Shayna Baszler fan, she's a massive Rhea Ripley fan. It's going to be a good time, so if you want to know those predictions, be sure to check out the podcast. I will leave links below, but in this video, you will be getting my Survivor Series predictions as I open this shirt from WWE Shop. I'm pretty sure a lot of you could guess what shirt it is that I got. It has a lot to do with implications of this Sunday, I guess. Actually, I have a whole outfit. Receipts, nobody wants those. I have a whole outfit planned out for this Sunday. If all goes well, I will be going to my friend Chris's house. I'm pretty sure some of you can kind of see what it already is. But yeah, if I don't go anywhere, then I'm staying home by myself and watching Survivor Series. But either way, it's gonna be a good time. Let's get this WWE shirt out of its bag. I will say one thing I am disappointed about is the fact that WWE took off the authentic the authentic tags that used to be on the bottom of the shirts. I don't know why they took them off, but ta-da! My new WWE Shop shirt. Bayley is my role model. The new Bayley shirt. It has Bayley. The new soccer mom haircut Bayley, as people like to say. I hate that, but whatever. The new haircut Bayley with the axe, because she destroyed the wacky waving inflatable Bayley buddies. There is also another one on WWE Shop that is exactly like this, but it doesn't have the wacky waving inflatable Bayley buddies, and it has Bayley flipping off, giving us the bird, but obviously it's censored. I still might get that one, but this one was out first, so I ordered it. And honestly, I was a little bit worried that it wasn't going to get here in time for Survivor Series, but it did, so voila. I can't wait to sport that on Sunday. But that is not all I will be sporting Sunday, because this is the second part of my outfit. My Queen's Army hat, and then on the bottom of the brim it says Baszler. I don't know if you're going to be able to read that, because I don't know how reverse cameras work, but on the brim it says Baszler, because as you guys know, I am also a massive Shayna Baszler fan. So I am Switzerland officially on Sunday. But yeah, this hat I actually got years ago. I got it like in 2013, somewhere around there. And I haven't worn it in a while because it is a little beat up, I won't lie. But I'm bringing it back, man. I'm bringing it back. Hold on, I'm going to fix my hair. But anyway, speaking of Survivor Series, let's run down the card. I know Lio Rush has a Cruiserweight Championship match, but honestly, I don't even know who it's against. Shame on me, that's terrible. I want to say it's a rematch against Tony Nese. I could be wrong though. However, regardless of whoever it's against, I think Lio Rush retains the championship. I don't see the point in them making a big deal out of his return, being on NXT, and then giving him the title only to take it away. So I'm going to go with Lio Rush there. One of the brand supremacy matches, Team Raw versus Team SmackDown versus Team NXT on a 5-on-5 tag team traditional elimination match. I honestly think that NXT should win this one. If I'm being honest, I think NXT should almost have a clean sweep at Survivor Series, just because I feel like A lot of the casuals and a lot of the people who watch WWE, maybe not all of them watch NXT, and I feel like by them winning a majority of their matches, is going to give people a reason to tune in. So we don't even know who is on Team NXT, but with that being said, I still think Team NXT takes that win. Then we have the 5-on-5 traditional Survivor Series women elimination match. And again, I would love to see NXT win this. I would assume that Rhea Ripley is probably going to captain that team, to go against the captains of Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair. However, again, I don't know. Perhaps we find that out tonight on Friday Night SmackDown. But I don't know. Something tells me that Charlotte Flair is going to win this one for her team just because it's Charlotte Flair. And a lot of the times, Raw likes to come out on the strong end of things with, Survivor Series. So I can't necessarily see them losing all their matches. So I think that if they do win one, I think it is going to be the women's side of things. So, like I said, 5-on-5 women's. I'm going to go with Raw for that one. And then we have the championship matches, or not championship matches, but I guess the champion versus champion, and in this case, champion versus champion versus champion. AJ Styles is the not SmackDown, but the United States champion over on Raw, and then you have Nakamura, who is the Intercontinental Champion over on SmackDown, and then you have Roderick Strong, who is the North American Champion over on NXT. First and foremost, I think that match has the potential to be match of the night, and I think it's going to be a barn burner. And again, I think NXT should come out looking strong on these Survivor Series matches because they want more eyes on their product. And so, with that being said, I think their talent needs to win. So, Roderick Strong going over on that match. Then we have the tag team match where it is the Raw tag team champions, the Viking Raiders, versus the NXT tag team champions, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly in the Undisputed Era. And then you have the SmackDown tag team champions, Kofi Kingston and Big E Langston. Big E Langston, no one calls him that anymore. Big E, excuse me. But to be honest, I am very disappointed that the Revival is not in this three-way. I thought that would have been a phenomenal match. I was really sad when the New Day beat the Revival for the tag titles. To be quite honest, I was pissed off. For a while, I was joking around and saying that I was purple in that match because I love the War Raiders, or Viking Raiders, and I also love the Revival. But now I'm strictly red. I don't have anything against the Undisputed Era. I love them. They're a great tag team. But as far as tag teams, the War Raiders, Viking Raiders, War Machine, whatever you want to call them, they have always been one of my favorite tag teams. So with that one, I'm going to go with Team Red and the Viking Raiders. And then, of course, we have Adam Cole defending his title. I don't even know who he's defending it against. This is so bad. I'm so unprepared because I just found out that he was defending it today. I didn't even know he was. I was like, what the hell? I didn't know that. But regardless, over whoever he's defending it against, I know it's going to be a great match because it's Adam Cole, baby, and every time he's in the ring, it's a great match. Not only that, but I think that regardless of whoever he faces, again, I think NXT wins here. I think Adam Cole has another great showing, and he stays champion because I can't see someone like Adam Cole losing his title in a, not NXT stage. You know what I mean? Like, Survivor Series is a WWE stage, technically, not... I mean, NXT is an extension of WWE, but you get me. Like, it's not a NXT takeover, and I can't see Cole dropping the title if it's not at a takeover. So, whoever he's facing, and forgive me that I do not know, please put it in the comments below if you know. Same thing with Lio Rush's match. But I think Adam Cole wins regardless. So, moving on there. And then, of course, we have the SmackDown, or not the SmackDown, but the WWE Championship as The Fiend Bray Wyatt defends his title against Daniel Bryan. Simply put, no other way around it. The Fiend wins. He doesn't need to be losing this early. And not to Daniel Bryan. No disrespect to Daniel Bryan. He's one of the greatest of all times. He's one of my favorites. But I just don't see the story making sense if Daniel Bryan goes over here. So 100% The Fiend wins, no question about it. Moving on. And then, of course, we have the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar defending his title against Rey Mysterio. I had a great conversation with my friend about this match a little bit earlier today, and we both are of the belief that it would be beautiful if this whole full circle thing happened where Rey Mysterio beats Brock Lesnar in the way that Eddie Guerrero beat Brock Lesnar in 2005 at No Way Out, especially because it's a no-holds-barred match. So we could literally come full circle and recreate that moment, and it would be really special because we all know that, Mysterio and Eddie had a very close relationship, and it's so close to the anniversary of Eddie's passing, so it would just be a beautiful storybook ending. However, I do not think that WWE is going to give us that feel-good moment, and unfortunately, I think they're going to still keep the title on Lesnar, maybe to further a storyline with Cain Velasquez. Some people even threw it out there that Dominic might betray his dad, Rey Mysterio, for getting back at him for all those years when it was that custody battle in the ladder match. I don't know, that would be fucking wild, but we'll see what happens. And as you guys may have noticed, I left this match for dead last because I truly 100% believe that this match should be the main event, because going into Survivor Series and whatnot, this match has had the most focus, the most time given, they've been talking about this match the most, and that is a triple threat match for the women, and that is SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley versus Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch versus NXT Women's Champion Shayna Baszler. And I couldn't even finish it without smiling. This is a match that I am 100% most stoked for. Even if it doesn't main event, it will 100% be my main event, and that's how I'm going to look at it. If anybody knows me, again, not to sound like a broken record, but if anybody knows me, they know that I absolutely love both Bayley and Shayna. I have been a fan of Bayley since 2012. I have been a fan of Shayna since 2013. These two are like my top two favorite wrestlers in the entire world. And then, of course, Becky Lynch is the man. I met her last month. She was an absolute sweetheart. So truthfully, this match is like splitting me apart in so many different ways, but more specifically with Bayley and Shayna. So many of my friends have asked me, "Hey Nessa, who are you choosing at Survivor Series?" And I'm like, dude, you're not going to get an answer from me. And that's the thing, so often you might hear me say loyalty is everything, and yes, that is a thing that came from my relationship, or not relationship, but like fandomship, or whatever you want to call it, with Shayna. That's kind of a thing. But I believe in that, like, all the way through and through, and that's the thing, like, I'm loyal to Bayley too, I was loyal to her when she was Davina Rose in the Indies, and I was loyal to her when she first came up to NXT, and, when she got to the main roster, and then got forgotten about, and then nobody cared, and now she's, like, on this climb again. Like, I'm loyal to both of them. So with that being said, I've been joking, and I said that I'm Team Green when it comes to this match, because blue and yellow make green. But I don't know. People keep asking me to choose, and I legit can't, because it's really hard for me, because I genuinely love both of these wrestlers, like, a lot, and both of them have helped me fall in love with wrestling all over again, but also have helped me through some of, like, tough stuff in my personal life. So I can't necessarily choose, so I'm not going to, and that is why at Survivor Series I'm going to be wearing a Bayley shirt and a Shayna Baszler hat, because my brain won't choose. I will say, though, for the sake of predicting, I don't think Becky needs this win, and this is nothing against Becky Lynch. I absolutely love her, but I mean, she's the man, you know what I mean? She is legitimately the face of the company, so I don't think a win, I don't think she needs a win, but I also don't think a loss is going to damage her too much. And then on the other end, if Shayna wins, again, that is showcasing NXT and showcasing that their women's division can go toe-to-toe with some of the best in the Raw and SmackDown women's division. So I could totally see Shayna winning. However, I will say that I think it would be almost poetic justice if Bayley somehow sneaks in this upset just because, this whole character arc that Bayley has been on has been about people underestimating her and not taking her seriously. So often on Twitter we see people call her the least relevant of the Four Horsewomen. That's a thing, and that has always been a thing. And I think that they even made allusions to it when Becky and Shayna were like, yeah, we have our eye on Bayley, but at the same time, like, that stare down moment was about them and only them, and like, sadly, because I love Bayley, she's an afterthought in this triple threat match. But not to me, but to the majority. But I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make you forget about Bayley so much that when she wins, everyone's gonna be like, holy shit, she won! She beat Becky Lynch and Shayna Baszler. So, I mean, for the sake of predicting, I guess I gotta give the nod to my girl Bayley, but at the end of the day, if Shayna wins, I'm not gonna be upset. If Becky wins, I'm not gonna be upset either. Slightly annoyed, yes, but not upset. But I will be annoyed, but just not upset, because Becky was sweet to me, and those little things matter to me. But, yeah, I mean, again, that's the match I'm most looking forward to. That's the match that I think should be the main event, and thinking about this match makes me very emotional, because I would always joke that one day, someday, I would have to be in a position where I see Bayley and Shayna wrestle each other, and to be completely honest, I never thought it would be this soon, but here we are. And like I said, for those of you who know me personally, like outside of Twitter and whatnot, or even if you know me strictly because of Twitter, you know that I love these two tremendously, and that it's going to be a tough one for me, and that they both mean a lot to me, so I'm going to enjoy it. Hopefully I can get a reaction video for you guys to that match. I will most likely be at my friend's house, so I don't know how they feel about being on camera and stuff, but if all goes well, I will get that reaction video. And again, guys, if you want my predictions for War Games, please tune in to the War Games podcast dropping tomorrow. I will leave links down below in the description. That way you can just click them and find them. And of course, if this is your first time watching me on a phone or a TV screen or whatever, and if you like what you see or hear, please subscribe. It would really mean a lot. And again, as always, to talk more wrestling shenanigans with me, feel free to follow me at GrayLove91 on Twitter and Instagram. Those are my Survivor Series predictions. Leave yours down below. I would love to hear them. I would love to talk wrestling with you guys. Enjoy SmackDown tonight. Enjoy War Games tomorrow. Enjoy Survivor Series. Take care, guys. Stay safe. But most importantly, stay addicted to the squared circle. Later, guys.